Hello everyone, I'm Coyote Jack, and look what we have here. But first, I should say what is going on. So the last week, everyone was talking about this fucking piece of shit. Well, no, he was before turning into piece of shit. So the SAG-AFTRA voice actors, they like I already stated, and many one stated, they each deserve to be replaced by AI. They wanted to run everything like the fucking mafia, and they failed it. Mihoyo said, "Fuck this shit. I'm not going to deal with them anymore." They couldn't force Mihoyo to sign those union contracts to create a monopoly in voice actors. They fucked around too much and they ended up finding out. Then we saw the interview from the Paimon's voice actress, Corina Bodger, the most insufferable bitch you are going to hear on social media to this date. She got fired. We can notice that she got fired, and nobody's showing sympathy for her. So yeah, she asked for this. Yeah, she deserved it. But something that needs to be pointed out, that's also like I said about the woke mind battles. You can say that yeah, it sounds a little cringe, but the only thing cringy on it is the results or being involved in a cult and this ideology. It's like you are stepping on a radioactive field and you are getting a surprise Pikachu on yourself when your body starts to, well, erode. So, before SAG-AFTRA and after SAG-AFTRA, this is one of those case studies that, like I said many times, even if we are going to turn into mentality levels of doctors just to study this. So look at the comparisons. So even among these eyes, they are bright of light. They doesn't have like that kind of derangement. Plus, they still has her hair intact. But after being joined in a fucking cult, after the non-binary, she lost her hair. She has a lot of lines in her face, like she got like 15 years old, like some comment I saw below. And also look at the eyes. Like yeah, like a dead fish eyes, deranged eyes. Uh, don't have it doesn't they don't have any sort of happiness left in that body, in that face to be seen. Only anger, resentment, sadness, depression. And this is all as pointed out that yeah, Paimon's Corina seems to have formally announced that they will no longer be voicing Paimon and labeling us. Yeah, I resented of my deal since they refused to help all their SAG after unions. Why would you even help Parasite like this? Or even if she did at least a decent job. I don't hear English dub in Asian games. I would rather hear them in Japanese, even if I know full well they are South Korean or Japanese. Or I will gladly take South Korean if I have the chance to listen to it. I I don't have problems with that language. Hear them. I don't. One of my the ones that actually I don't listen to much is the Chinese type. But that's just me. Not like oh yeah, it's I don't like hear them. But they get in the effort to actually make them sounds likable to a certain degree. We cannot say the same about English voice actors because they had the chance to do it, but no, it is all about oh, I'm going to stand among this performance to differentiate where is the English dub. Look other to these ones that they would rather hear the Japanese dub. But point and all of this. This one is like, man, I never expected that it was has probably you could say yeah, it has some filters, but let's see. So Banhammer retweeted this without any mockery on Paimon XBA. I am reminded how concerning spending even months immersed in Californian culture is a step in a real active field. Yeah, you remember when you play Call of Duty, at least Call of Duty 4 and Modern Warfare 2, the OG ones? You were playing the Modern Warfare 2 and the Spec Ops, and there is the radiation amount that feeling in Chernobyl. Yeah, you were kind of fuck. I believe this some sort like this, some kind of skill a behavior to turn the in from like well is like this into this. Jesus Christ. And they look like they are on crack, but honestly I don't think they are just on that way. They it's like the ideology itself make them transition their bodies into ghouls. And this is why repeating this should be a case study. Because yeah, some people lose a lot of friends because of this fucking ideology. And in this case, the end result, she's not having any more sympathy that they already has among well their snakes supporting her. Yeah, being in an environment that is just filled with snakes and they can backstab you at any moment when you start thinking the other way around, rather with their own mindset. Tell me this is not like the end result. So this is coming funny, huh? So yeah, they you passed from this July 2020 to be turned into this. And yeah, the Walkman virus. You can cringe at the name, but the results are there to see that there should be a lesson that this ideology must be destroyed. And the only resemblance if there is traces of it, those traces should be just as an example of history to not be repeated again. Because yeah, look at the damage, not only mentally, physically, and it shows the corruption, and corrosion are notorious. They are there. They are fucking there. But well, that's all I wanted to share here with you for now. Thanks for watching and please take care.